It's time for Ryan's Roses. This came to us from Andrea. I think I get it, which is frightening.
Yeah.
But I think... Who was that?
Was that me?
Who
oh, my
was that?
God.
That was me. Sorry.
Oh,
Who
that
just
was
said
you?
yeah?
Me.
Oh, I thought you heard my burp.
No, did you burp? You burped at the same
Yeah.
time she mumbled?
I think so.
The two of you are codependent. All right.
I was like, oh, my God, that was kind of loud.
I didn't even see. You didn't even have to admit. You shouldn't have admitted because we didn't even know.
I do
Yeah.
that all
Because
the
I went,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. What were you yelling about?
It's sad that you understand her reasoning behind this because it's so berserka.
Okay. Let's get more. She says, Dear Ryan and Sissy, my husband has always been a flirt, like a playful one, but openly about it. We would even joke about it, but lately he stopped. He almost gets irritated if there's a reference to him flirting. You could see right through this. Guilt, 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 guilt. I know this sounds weird, but I can't help but think that he either took it too far and cheated and feels guilty, or maybe worse, he's in love with someone else. And if he is, does that mean that he already loves her more than he loves me? So Andrea is on in Norwalk. It's funny, Andrea. Thank you for coming on. You know, at first I wasn't quite understanding this, but it makes total sense why you would feel this way, because it's just a sudden, strange change of behavior, and that's not great.
Yeah, it's just like a blatant stop.
Can we curiously just find out more about what kind of flirting he was doing and why that was such an okay thing in your marriage?
Well, it was always playful. Like, it wasn't a serious thing. We would even joke about it. But that was just part of his personality. Like, he's a friendly, charming guy. Like, it wasn't a serious thing. But now that there's such an abrupt stop, it feels like there's a reason for that stop.
Okay. I can't argue that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's call him next. Hang on one second. How long have you been married?
4 years.
Okay, hold on one second. We're going to make this call. Follow this one before you get out of the car. Andrea says her husband stopped flirting with other women. That was part of what he did. She was fine with it. And now because he stopped, it makes her think he's guilty of doing something. Mm-hmm. So we're going to call him. 4 years of marriage here. Let me grab her. Andrea, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM. Go ahead.
Okay, Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
We're going to. And Sisney is going to offer him some roses. We want to find out who he sends them to and
God, okay.
what he puts on the card, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Good luck. Be very quiet until we tell him that he's on the air.
Okay.
Did you burp?
No, that was my elbow.
Oh. I was like...
Now we're on high alert.
I heard that too. I was like,
I sound like a... All right, let's refocus here. Be very quiet. We're calling now, okay?
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Roger.
Speaking, who's this?
Hi, my name is Holly. I'm calling from Sweet Blooms. We're actually a new flower shop right here in Norwalk on Rosecrans, or across the street from the Mega Shoe Factory. Do you know where that is?
Yeah, I just don't think I've dropped my business card in a raffle or anything. I'm not.
Oh, no. Well, I'm calling because we're actually just offering you a chance to send some flowers to anybody. They're absolutely free. And you might have purchased something online in the past 18 months or so and opted in to receive promotional offers from local vendors. That's how we get our database.
Oh, great.
Sorry, yeah, just to call you out of the blue. But this is something that we're offering for local residents. So it's actually a dozen red roses that you can send to anybody that you like today, and they'll get them by lunchtime.
All right, well, if you got my information, that means I bought something online. That means you got my credit cards and everything in there.
No. I don't. Actually, we don't have access to that. We just have your name and phone number, and that's all we have. We don't have credit card info or billing info or anything like that. And we don't need that. And we don't need that as well.
Yeah, well, too good to be true. You're offering me, phone call out of the blue saying I get something for free. You got to.
All that we ask is that you refer us to friends and family. If whoever you send the flowers to, they like them, word of mouth. We're just trying to spread the word about our new business.
Well, I tell you what, if I get a credit card statement with your business on it, then I'll sure spread the word. But we can roll the dice here. If you guys are offering up something for free, sure, why not? That
will not happen, I promise you. We can just start with the name of the person that you want to send them to.
What kind of flowers did you say there were? Any I can pick, or they're
usually they're red roses, but if you want to change them up, we have lilies, we have Any other flowers that you would like?
No, I mean, like I said, if you guys
Tulips?
are offering this up, well, let's roll the dice here on you guys for sure. You can put Veronica on the card.
Veronica.
V with a V. Yep.
Okay.
And then,
what would you like to put on the note?
Yeah, this is going to be a quote, like it's an inspirational quote, so you can put this in quotations. And it goes, sometimes it's okay to realize you're wrong because it means you're on the path to finding what's right.
You're wrong. Because
Sometimes it's okay to realize you're wrong because it means you're on the path to finding what's right.
you're on the path to finding what's right. Okay, and how would you like to sign it? Like love?
You can put
or
you can just put my name. If you got my name, you can just put my name. It doesn't have to have anything
just
too
Roger.
fancy.
Okay. Would this be like an anniversary love card or anything like that? No theme?
Listen, if you guys are sending them for free, I'll just take it as they come with the card and the roses. Let's give you less to mess up. Not to sound like somebody who's skeptical, but let's just see what you guys can do here.
You got it. Okay.
Roger?
Hello?
Roger?
Yeah, this is Roger. Who's
Roger, my name is Ryan. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that. We have your wife, Andrea, on the phone, who just listened to you send Veronica flowers with that quote. So why are you sending another woman roses?
Who is Veronica?
Andrea?
Yes.
What is going on right now?
Well, that's what we're asking you. Who is Veronica?
Yes.
Who are you? What is? Okay, listen. I'm
Roger,
on the radio right now.
stay calm.
Yeah.
This is all being broadcast, so stay calm. Who is this other woman you're not married to? You just sent roses to with the quote, sometimes it's okay to whatever.
Yeah, I don't have to answer to you. Andrea, what's going on right now? What is happening?
Why can't you just answer the question? You've been so different, and you're not your usual self, and I knew something weird was going on, and now you're sending flowers to someone else? I'm sick to my stomach right now. I don't even know what to say. I'm just, shaking. I'm in shock.
Wait, so you're in shock because we're on the radio because you set me up because
You're cheating on her, Roger, because you're
Whoa,
cheating
whoa,
on her.
whoa.
So if you're not, explain to your wife, who has every right to know, why you just sent roses to another woman.
Yeah, well, first of all, I don't even know exactly. I don't even know what that phone call is. So why would I take a chance on sending my wife something that I don't even know?
So you're going
don't
to send
do
to
that.
another person?
What did I do? Did I send a romantic getaway for two to this other person?
Roger,
No,
Who is
look,
Veronica?
It's a simple
what does
question.
it matter? Yeah, it's somebody who needs an inspirational quote on some free flowers to make
All
their
right,
day
so
better. How about that?
let's
Oh my
let's
God.
make
Oh
this
my
easier.
God.
Just know this is all being broadcast, okay? So, Roger, are you cheating on your wife, Andrea?
Andrea, we're not doing this on the radio right now.
Well,
I
are
don't
you
know.
or aren't you, though, Roger, before you take it any further?
No, Andrea, no. Listen,
No, but Roger, are you or are you not, is all we're asking.
Answer Ryan's
All I'm-
question.
Roger?
I'm not doing anything, all right? I'm not doing anything.
Well, then stop yelling. Everybody's no need to yell at anyone here. You're married to
You guys
Andrea. Like, you
ambushed
got,
me. You guys,
no,
you guys
you,
ambushed-
nobody ambushed you.
No one ambushed you.
Look, the order of things, you married Andrea. She thinks you're cheating on her, and we called you. That's it. I don't hear an ambush in that. So,
Yeah.
Don't
what?
play me for a fool. Just tell us what's going on. Why are you being so elusive about this?
I don't even know what you're talking about being
Okay.
elusive.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you what's what.
Oh my God.
Listen, if you want to talk, we're not doing on the radio. So yeah, so some things have changed, okay, Andrea?
Okay.
Some things have changed.
Something's
There you go.
changed.
Let's talk off the radio, okay?
Fair. We'll let you guys take it off the air. I think, Andrea, you have the information you need now to go have a further conversation with your husband, okay?
Thank you.
I will thank
Oh, my God.
Listen, thank you for having the patience to go through that, and good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm gonna let you both go and
Okay.
sort it out. I mean, by the way, he was asking you. It was just way too It's weird with you even on the phone. And then the quote, like, where was that? His back pocket?
I don't know. I was like trying to write it down. I was like, this is long.
Defensive. Look.
He's guilty. He couldn't answer
Ryan's
the
Rose
question.
is
Are you
101.
cheating or are you not?
Right.
You say no.
Simple. Ryan, simple. You want everything simple, right? We just broke it down. So it's like the quote was justifying the cheating or something.
Right.
We should break that down too in a second. This is interesting. We have some lab results here. People have gone into the lab on this card that was sent. I want to go back to the Ryan's Roses in case you missed it and then listen to the feedback here. But it was Andrea and Roger, and they're married. And this is fascinating. Andrea, she thought her husband must be cheating because he stopped flirting with other women. So we offered him the roses, and he wanted to give them to a woman named Veronica with this note.
Sometimes it's okay to realize you're wrong because it means you're on the path to finding what's right.
Now, he happened to have that in his pants. Like, it was in his pocket. That first, it didn't take much time to come up with that note.
Right.
So what does it mean? We confronted him eventually on the call, and he was a little frustrated.
You want to talk? We're not doing on the radio. So yeah. So some things have changed. Okay, Andrea?
Okay.
Some things have changed.
Some things
have
changed.
Let's talk off the radio. Okay.
Some things have changed. Well, what was he going
Very
for
intense.
in that card as well? Let's go to Calabasas right now. We have a 2-for-1. Devin and Macy. Good morning.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
Hey. So
Hey.
we think that the card, basically, he was trying to convince Veronica that their relationship doesn't have to be wrong. Because I'm pretty sure since he wasn't putting love on the card, he wasn't trying to pressure her into anything because he was being very subtle about it all. And maybe he was already planning to talk to her with this quote that he just randomly had.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of thinking that maybe when he's like, it's okay to be wrong when it leads to being right, so maybe he's trying to convince her, like, it's okay for us to be wrong in the beginning.
Because we're meant to be together.
Right.
Wow. That's very good of you. Very clever. I see what you're saying. So he was thinking about saying this anyway, which is why he had the quote in his mind. And he's basically saying, look, it's going to feel wrong at first, but in the long run, it's the right thing for us to do because we're meant to be together.
But gosh, who wants to start a relationship like that?
Right, while he's married.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Devin and Macy aren't saying he's right. They're just giving you facts, Sissany.
I love it.
All right, thanks for calling, you two. Appreciate it. Let me go to Robin. Good morning, Robin. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I don't know. What are we missing here?
I think he meant it like it's okay that I made this wrong choice in marrying this woman, and now I'm going to make it right and be with you.
Okay, so therefore, based on what Devin and Macy and Robin, you're saying, he's cheating.
Oh, 100%.
Okay. So
and when he said the name, okay, this is wonderful parenting here, but my kids listen to this with me, and they love it, and they're like, is today a Ryan's Roses? They can't wait for it. And they're going to be so bummed because they got dropped off at school and didn't get to hear this, but they the first thing I said was, wait, Veronica, is that the wife's name? And my son's like, no, that's not the wife's name.
Oh, Andrea's the wife's name.
Yeah, they're following along.
He knew it. He
man.
knew that wasn't the name, but my daughter goes, it was Andrea.
Oh, my gosh. Well, let's just say you have raised good listeners.
Yes.
Well,
So
thanks
cute.
for calling, Robin. Appreciate your input.
Thank you. We love you guys.
Love you too. And don't feel bad if your kids listen to Ryan's Roses, because I think everyone who I ever talk to that says they listen with their kids.
Mm-hmm. Life lessons.
And we call it a public service. And if you tell your kids it's a public service, then it's fine. I think with all things in life. So whatever happens, Sissany, you just tell your kids it's a public service, you're fine.
You teach them what not to do.
It's just a public service. And then you can do whatever you want. I think it's a disclaimer. It's a public service.
Yeah.
All right, fine. All right, I'm not going to question a public service.
Why not?
Crazy. All right, let me grab Becky. Becky in Gardena. Becky, good morning.
Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, Sissany.
Good morning.
Wow. Tell us.
As soon as I heard that quote, I knew he was cheating. He was being elusive, but I think that
Veronica in the past has told him, I don't think this is right. This is wrong because you're married, so we shouldn't be seeing each other. And he probably had already told her this quote. That's why he had it on top of his head. He was repeating it again and telling her, it's okay that you think that this is wrong right now, but it's the right thing. We're going to end up being together.
Yeah, so he's already violated the agreement and his marriage, right? Mm-hmm. And their vows. And now he's trying to justify what he's doing with Veronica by saying it's going to end up being right, even though you feel terrible now. I get it.
Yes.
I do believe, Becky, I think that's what's going on here. I wasn't clear when we first talked, but I think that's what's going on here.
Yeah, I just got it. As soon as he wrote that on the card, I understood it.
Okay. Well, you're quicker than we are. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
All right.
Congratulations, Sister.
Thank you very
much.
much.
Having twins. All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right, patient Pam. Thank you for waiting in Woodland Hills for a few minutes on the line. We just got out of that Ryan's Roses where Roger, he stopped flirting with other women while he was married, and that's what made his wife think he's guilty. It's bizarre, but I guess you can follow that. Then he sends the roses to Veronica with a ridiculous note. So we think he's cheating, and he's trying to justify it by the note he sent. Where do you pick up the ball, Pam, with this theory?
Well, he's trying to make her not feel guilty.
He's trying to make Veronica, not his wife, the other woman, not feel guilty about doing the cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. She's also married.
Oh, interesting.
Got it. So
He's
we're
trying
both.
to tell her, you're not doing the wrong thing. This is going to release the right. He's trying to make her feel better about her guilt. He didn't seem to feel guilty.
He didn't feel guilty. He thinks she feels guilty, and he's trying to ease the guilt by saying just because it's wrong doesn't mean it's wrong.
Correct. That's why he had the quote ready to go.
Yeah, it is strange he had that quote ready to go.
I like that theory. I think you're right. I think they're both married. I think Veronica, the mistress, is married. She's messing around on her husband. She now has done it and feels terrible. But this guy, Roger, wants to keep doing it.
Yeah.
And that's why he's saying, hey, it may feel wrong, but it's right.
Still trying to massage it.
That's what it is.
It's okay.
I think you got it. I think you got it. All right, thanks for calling. Now, Alex, on the other hand, Alex is in Riverside. And I say that just so you can picture Riverside right now. And Alex, Alex, what street are you on?
I'm on Ramona in front of Central Middle School, actually.
All right, and those of you who live on Ramona know the school, and you know Alex. Now, here's what Alex is going to say. Alex, go ahead.
So, and the only reason I called in and said this because me and my fiance listen every morning, and I just dropped her off to work. She thinks he's cheating, and then I just came up with the counter story of, because for every story you can come up with a counter story.
Right,
and he sounded like a business owner. Because he was all talking about, my credit card and this and that. How'd you get my information? All that. Okay. And he did try to change the type of flowers.
He did.
So,
that's true.
Yeah, he said, do you have any other flowers? And I think that was the first thing. And then, she said there was lilies, and she didn't really give an extensive list, but, it's okay. And then the thing, he said, the quote, it could be, if he's a business owner and she's, moving on to greener pastures, another job, maybe she feels bad about it. She feels wrong. He says, okay, it's wrong. It's okay to feel wrong, but you're moving on to a better, greener pastures. Maybe she's just a friend or a coworker or something.
I mean, did you actually explain this theory to your fiance and she buy it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And she bought it?
Completely disagree. Completely disagree.
Okay, I'm like, I like you playing devil's advocate, but if I'm your fiance, I'm like, I'm getting out and going to work.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what happened.
It is a thought that he's fiscally responsible and transactional, and that was the line of questioning, and maybe that's what's happening.
I kind of side with Alex. I do because I see your point, Alex. I see him. He didn't want to send roses. He wanted to send a different flower. Maybe something less.
Thing I thought.
Maybe something not as romantic.
So now he's sending a different symbol.
Advocate benefit of the doubt. 4-year marriage. You don't want it to, dissolve and end. You have hope.
Yeah.
So you want to believe people are good.
But Alex, my favorite part of this whole conversation is that you're about to be married and you're listening to all these tragic marriage stories.
Right.
Hey, we're gonna let you go. Take care and thanks for listening. Mr. T's Restaurant's right around the corner from you. Okay, enjoy.
Oh yeah, it's delicious. I go there all the time.
The fajita omelet. The fajita omelet is good. Okay, goodbye.
Yeah, it is. Hey, you guys have a good one.
You too. I like Alex.
good.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's having a real adult conversation with his fiance about the disasters of marriage.
I love it.
Okay, Joey and Hemet. Go ahead. You're on with this, Joey.
All right, how you guys doing this morning?
Good. Let's just get right to the quote that was on the card. You heard the Ryan's Roses. What do you make of it?
Okay, so I wanted to say that I'm not going to say he's not cheating because obviously I don't know, but I just think, he said it was more of a motivational quote. He even said it's going to be motivating, and I think with his personality being so friendly and flirting towards the women, he's he kind of they're going to be close to him. They're going to be comfortable with him, and I just think maybe one of his friends told him that they did something. They're going through a rough patch, and he's just trying to be a good friend and trying to motivate them to get through it.
So you don't give an emotional quote to someone you're cheating with?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you would, and it kind of makes it less personal. It's not his words I'm saying it, but he's using a motivational quote for someone. If he was cheating with, it would just kind of seem a little off.
Okay. All right. Well, Joey, I appreciate that take. Thank you for calling. Zero chance in my mind that's what's going on. It's time for Ryan's Roses. Dear Ryan and Sissany, time for Ryan's Roses. My husband booked an Airbnb in San Clemente, and the only reason I found out is because I saw it pop up on our shared calendar. I didn't say anything because I thought he was surprising me, but then the day came and he didn't mention anything. Conveniently, he was at a bachelor party in San Diego that weekend. I called him a lot that weekend. He rarely answered when he came home. I asked him how the bachelor party was, and he had all kinds of lies about how great it was. So she thinks she's caught him. This is Ann in Westminster. Ann, good morning, and thanks for coming on. So just to stack all the facts up here, you think he booked an Airbnb and lied that he was at a bachelor party but went to an Airbnb with another woman?
Yeah, I thought we have like a shared calendar that I can see online, and I can see the Airbnb.
So do you think he went there and did not... Was the bachelor party made up, or he skipped a real bachelor party?
I'm not sure. And so I let him go, and now I'm wondering if that was real. I don't know. He only came home and he was saying everything was super fun and it was a good time.
Yeah, how do you know he was lying? What stood out to you as a lie about the bachelor party?
Well, he wasn't answering any of my phone calls. Like, I called him multiple times. He never picked up. I never saw any pictures on social media. He didn't get tagged in anything. It seems like a mysterious weekend.
All right, we've got to Ann on the line. She's in Westminster. She thinks her husband booked an Airbnb on a weekend he was supposed to be at a bachelor party and took another woman in San Clemente. Ann, how long have you been married to your husband?
10 years.
So she thinks that he's lying about the bachelor party. And was there even a bachelor party? Did he skip a real one or was there not one?
Yeah.
And I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then his name on Kiss FM. Go ahead.
Yes, you have my permission to call him on Kiss FM.
And his name? Okay, we're calling him now. We are going to offer him some roses. We're going to find out who he wants to send them to and what he puts on a card and what the sentiment of that card is. So, and stay very quiet. Stay very quiet. You're going to hear all this. Stay very quiet on the line until we tell him he's on the air, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Tom?
May I ask who's calling?
Hi, Tom. My name is Tammy. I'm calling from Enchanted Blooms. We're actually located on Westminster Boulevard, kind of like where the In-N-Out is, catty corner from there a little bit.
No, thank you. I'm not interested.
Well, we're a new flower shop, and the reason I'm calling is because we're doing a promotion to offer local residents free roses. These are free roses you don't have to pay any money for, credit card info, anything like that. We just hope that you refer us to friends and family. They're absolutely free.
I don't have to give you a credit card or anything.
No, nothing like that. Just the name of the person you want to send the roses to, and they can get them by lunchtime today or any other day that's more convenient for you. And like I said, we just hope that you refer us to friends and family. It's a promotion that we do about once a month here.
Okay. If it's what you say it is, then I'm down. Let's do it.
Okay, what's the name of the person you want to send the roses to?
Where are you guys?
We're in Westminster.
So how far do you deliver?
We deliver throughout Orange County and even up into LA a little bit.
Oh. Well, then, let me think. See, I've got friends that are in Napa. I would like to send it to, if you could, I don't know how far you go.
Yeah, well, you know what I can do is we have some other companies that we can associate in Napa, and we can process your order through that, and then they can deliver it.
Really? Okay.
Great. The name?
It's a hotel. I think it's called the Silverado. Hold on, wait. I've got it written down here. Let me look.
I just need the name of the person. We can start there, and then we can get the address later.
Okay, the person, it's Julianne and Craig.
Oh, Julianne and Craig. Okay. And what would you like to put on the card?
Oh, is it just a blank card with nothing else on it?
We also have romantic cards. We have cards that say, I'm sorry, thinking of you. Birthdays, anniversaries.
Just write, like, congratulations on your future lifetime of happiness or something. You can make it sound better than that, maybe.
Okay.
And then just write, my name's Tom and my wife's name is Ann. So write love, Tom and Ann.
Love, Tom and Ann. Okay.
How long does it take to do this? That would be awesome if do they deliver like immediately? Can we do it today?
Yes, we can absolutely do it today.
I'll pay you guys if you can get it to them today.
Tom?
Oh, no.
Tom, it's Ryan Seacrest. Hi, your voice is being broadcast on the radio, and I have your wife, Ann, on the line. Thank you so much for staying on the line. Can you tell me...
Oh, God. Annie, what are you doing?
I want to know who you went to...
I know exactly what this is, Ryan. I know who you are. My wife is hilarious.
She is very. So can I tell you, Tom, she wrote to me, she thinks that you lied to her about going to a bachelor party. You took an Airbnb house in San Clemente and you're cheating on her. What can you tell us?
What? I did go to a bachelor party. Okay. I was in San Diego all weekend. I talked to her several times.
And what about the Airbnb?
That's for my friends Craig and Julianne.
I don't understand. Can you explain?
Julianne, okay. Good. I cannot believe this. And you guys, now you're not even going to send flowers to them, so that makes it even worse. But, okay, Julianne and I dated like 18 years ago, and I know exactly how long ago it was because we still, to this day, have a cat that is our cat that we got as a kitten when we were dating, okay? So we dated for maybe a year or two. We broke up. Everything was, it was like a handshake breakup. We were both just like, do you want to just break up? We're better as friends. And so we just started being friends. And this is way before Annie and I got together, before we even met. We're still friends. Her dad owns the company that I work for. I mean, of course, I'm still going to talk to her.
So you got them an Airbnb while you were at a bachelor party?
I got them an Airbnb because he said that they were going on a little vacation weekend there and that he was going to get an Airbnb. And I said, let me do it. I'll take the points for it, and then you can just pay me back for it.
I like
so
this
it was. I don't see the issue.
And what is going on?
I still feel like there was tons of times where I was phoning you and you were not picking up. And this ex, I know that he
we were
never...
drinking. We were having a good time.
But why not tell your wife about this whole thing that you did for your friends?
Yeah, why wouldn't you just tell
that,
me?
Well, I didn't know that she would call the radio and make me look like an idiot in front of the whole world. But no, because every single time I bring up Julianne doing anything, then she's always like, "Oh God, like I can't believe we still talk to her." It's not worth the argument. We had the same argument about the I got her like a baby warming gift. What are the a push present?
Tom, honestly, Tom, I got a lot to do. So I just want to know, Ann, do you believe him? Do you think he's cheating? Because I don't know what the hell's going on here.
I think that what bothers me the most is
cheating.
I don't think he's cheating. I think there's weirdness about this 18-year-old handshake. But
I
think she's still in love with you.
All right, well,
I think
that's not
she's still in love with you.
Well, we're not here to decipher that. Mm-hmm. We're here to try and help you find out if he's cheating or not. I'm going to say no.
Yeah, I don't think he is either, but I would love it if he would just cut off this relationship with Julianne.
Tom, maybe take that into consideration.
Okay, I'll just quit working at the job that I
Tom,
had
no need for sarcasm.
8 years.
Sarcasm is not welcome right now.
I mean,
we're trying to make some progress.
I
don't want you to do anything. I just am trying.
She still hangs out with people that she knew before we got together.
Okay, well, nanny boo boo.
Listen, we can. Her and I will talk about this. But
yes, good idea.
Good idea. I'm officially not cheating.
Well, then our job is done. All right. Well, Tom, good luck, and thank you very much for taking the time to talk with us.
And there's no flowers.
That's right.
There's no flowers,
That's
Tom.
right. And Ann, thank you very much for reaching out. It's time for Ryan's Roses. I've got this email here from Zabrina in Ontario. And she says, Dear Ryan, he says, my husband has been acting really off lately. The other night, he got dressed and told me he was going to a wake for the mother of someone he works with. But I think he lied and went on a date instead. I know that sounds horrible. Who would lie about that? But when I asked him which coworker, he paused and said that it was a new coworker and that I wouldn't know who it is. This is kind of dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zabrina, have you had trust issues in the past with your husband?
Yes.
Gotcha.
And what happened then?
Well, he was really sweet and, did all these nice things and sort of calmed me down, talked me off the ledge, and made me realize I might have been slightly overreacting.
But was it infidelity related?
Kind of. Like, I thought he was looking at somebody, but he says he wasn't looking at the person. He thought he was looking at a car, and I thought he was looking at the person in the car.
Is it odd to you that he would go to a wake of a new coworker's mom?
Totally. He's never mentioned this coworker before. And also when I asked him, I said, who is it? He didn't say right away. There was like this pause, and then he said, oh, you wouldn't know this person. They're new. And that really just send like red flags like crazy.
Like going to a wake of somebody is so personal, especially somebody's mom that you don't really know that well.
Yeah.
All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play this right now, and then we're going to come back in 3 minutes and call your husband and see if we can find out the truth. It is not going to be a nice thing if we find out that he's lied about this.
No.
I mean, it's not great. Zabrina's husband in Ontario, she thinks he lied about going to a coworker's mom's wake and was just cheating. It was another woman. He thought that would be, she thinks that it's an alibi. So, Zabrina, how long have you been married to your husband?
It's been 12 years.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. We are going to call him and offer him some roses. We want to find out what he puts on the card and a little bit more. So just say for me, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then your husband's name on Kiss FM. Go ahead.
Okay, Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
All right, listen, we're going to do it now. Be very quiet until we tell him he's on the air, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Hello.
Hi, is this Derek?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Quinn. I'm calling from the Secret Garden. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing fine.
We're a brand new
How are
flower.
you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. We're actually a brand new flower shop right on Milliken near Ontario Mills. And the reason I'm calling is because we're new to the area. So we're trying to promote our delivery service. And we're asking you if right now, basically, if there's anybody that you'd want to send free roses to.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm good.
Are you sure they're absolutely free?
Yeah. I'm sure they are free, but I don't want to be with any promotional anything. I don't want to be sent anything.
There's
Thank
nothing
you. I'm
that
good.
there's no like strings attached to this. Like you just send the flowers, and if you like us, you just come back, and we're just hoping to get new customers that way. But we don't need any credit card info, billing info, cash. They're absolutely free.
I'm not really out that way, so I really wouldn't need. I'm good. Thank you.
There's nobody in your life that you're not married. There's nobody that you want to send free roses to.
Yeah, I'm. It's no need for all that. You have a good day, and
Are you sure?
I really don't need positive.
Derek,
I don't want
your
any-
voice is being broadcast on the radio. It is Ryan Seacrest, and I have your wife, Zabrina, on the line. It's very peculiar that you be not wanting to do something for your wife here. They're very suspicious sounding. It's very suspicious sounding, Derek. What's going on?
There's nothing suspicious.
Yeah, there's
the only
something
thing is my wife
suspicious.
is a little bit crazy. Maybe a little bit crazy.
Oh, that's a little disrespectful.
That's
I mean,
really nice.
it's
You
not.
send me roses. Now you're insulting
Seriously,
me.
first of all, I don't do scams. I don't do promotional things. You know, I'm very careful
Well, you're
with my
missing
money. I
out.
work in accounting.
You're missing out. Derek, I'm going to tell you what is happening. Your wife thinks that you lied about going to your new coworker's wake. Is that true?
What?
Your wife thinks you lied. Is that true?
Of course not. First of all, I'm not the type
there's
of
a big
person
pause
that
there.
use the death to go do something else. Okay? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Are you cheating on your wife?
No, I went to comfort a coworker. His mom died. His mother died. That's
Are
where I
you
was at.
lying?
I was not on a date.
Are you lying?
No, of course not. My wife's
Why
crazy
the pauses?
Can you
Derek?
stop
Why the
saying that?
pauses?
because I'm shocked that I'm on the radio talking about this, and it doesn't make any sense. I've done nothing. As a matter of fact, we're supposed to go to counseling. Why would I go to counseling if I'm not trying to work things out?
Well, then why would we suggest going to a counselor if there weren't problems?
There's a difference between problems and it being over.
Derek, are you? First of all, you're calling your wife crazy, so it sounds like she should tell you it's over.
Well, I mean, everybody gets a little crazy. You ain't never been with nobody
God.
crazy, Ryan?
Yeah, but you don't. That's different than the way you're calling it to me. You're making it seem like it's me being all suspicious and paranoid. But you're when I ask you the questions, you don't answer directly. Even right now, there's always these pauses in between, like you're trying to figure out how should I answer this. If you're telling the truth, you just answer it.
So, Derek, are you saying you don't want to be
I'm
married
on the radio,
to?
And I don't want to curse you out on.
Otherwise
I don't
you
know
would?
who's listening to this. I'm at work. I got people around here that can hear me.
Why are you so angry, dude? Dude, why are you so angry?
Yeah.
I'm angry because I don't like being accused of things I did not do.
Right, but you just called your wife crazy and said you're holding yourself back by not cursing at her right now. I mean,
it's terrible.
What kind of relationship are
This
you
happens
in?
over and over again, and that's why.
Well, then why are you in the
counseling,
marriage,
'cause I wanna work
Derek?
things out.
Why are you in the marriage? Why don't you tell her you want out? Why all this shenanigan?
I don't. I literally don't. I don't want out.
Well,
there are a lot of good
then
things. There are a lot of
Zabrina, you
great
should
things
tell
that we
him
do.
you want out.
Why are you trying to break us up, Ryan?
I'm not trying to do anything. You're doing it for yourself.
Oh, no, but you just suggested it.
I don't want to break up.
All right, I'm gonna
Exactly.
That's all we're gonna do.
All right.
That's all we're gonna do. I'm not in either of their corners right now.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
But she doesn't want to break up with him after he says that to her, and she calls us saying that she already suspects him of stuff. And then I can't. He has no credibility with me.
So disrespectful.
Yes, Tanya?
I actually believe him. I do.
You believe him? Okay, then.
But what about the way
do
he
you-
treats his wife?
Exactly.
Well, no, I mean, I think that's terrible, and definitely it's not a relationship that I would want to be in. But I do believe him when he said he went to the wake.
I don't believe much of what he says. It's time for Ryan's Roses. This one is a little unconventional because she knows that her husband did cheat on her. Married 7 years. He cheated. He got someone else pregnant. She's willing to give him a second chance. That's where we begin. Karyn, I just want to clear something up, Karyn in Lancaster. You said you had been married for 7 years before you separated and then he cheated, or he cheated while you were married but not separated?
He cheated when we were married. We're still married. But not
Okay.
separated.
So you're separated but married legally.
Yes.
How long have you been separated?
It's like 2 months.
And tell me, just so I can get inside your head, what is driving you to let him have a second chance?
I just love him, you know. We're first loves. We were childhood sweethearts, you know, and I partially feel a little responsible because I've been working a lot. They sold my place of business and there were, you know, layoffs and people quit and I've been working extra, you know, and so I feel like it doesn't justify it, you know what I mean? But I kind of feel like I want to take some responsibility for the situation.
Really? Okay. Well,
Do you guys have any kids?
We don't have kids. We decided we didn't want to have kids.
Oh, gosh.
and he's planning to be in the other, as a parent in the other situation? He's going to be around for the kid?
Yeah, I mean, he felt like it's the right thing to do, and I can understand that, but we've been texting a lot, and I just feel like he kind of wishes that he didn't have to be in that situation, you know, and I just feel like, you know, we love each other, you know, and we're married, and we should just, you know, people are human, you know what I mean? So mistakes happen. But
honestly, Karyn, I have to say, here's what I'm thinking. Good for you for knowing what you want to do, because a lot of us would be in this situation completely dazed and confused. You at least have a vision of what you want to try and do, and I commend you for that. Let me put you on hold. We want to come back and find out who he sends the roses to next. Karyn's on the phone. Now, Karyn, she is still married. They've been separated. He cheated, got this other woman pregnant. She said, people are human. They make mistakes. I'm willing to forgive. I want to know that he is committed to me for this second chance. Karyn, what is the other woman's name?
Marie.
We're going to call him and offer him some roses. I know you want to find out, does he send him to Marie or you? Need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Okay, Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
Sisney's going to call him, offer him the roses. Stay very quiet until we come in and tell him he's on the air. Good luck, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Karen, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Sam.
Yeah, this is.
Hi, Sam. My name is Farah. I'm calling from Sweet Blooms and More. How you doing this morning?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. We're a flower shop here on 10th and Avenue K, and I'm calling because we're trying to promote our delivery service. So basically, we're giving away a free dozen red roses today. You can send them to anybody that you'd like, and they're absolutely free. We don't need credit card info, billing info, anything like that. Just the name of the person you'd like to send them to.
No strings, no obligations.
No, I mean, all that we hope for is that whoever receives them, likes them, you can refer us to friends and family, and we just kind of promote our business that way. We're brand new to the area.
Gotcha. Let's go to Marie.
Marie, okay.
Yeah.
What would you like to put on the note?
And it's Marie.
Okay.
And she gets really ticked off when her name's misspelled. Just say for you, babe.
For you,
Sam,
babe.
It is Ryan Seacrest. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that. We have your wife, Karyn, on the line, who tells us that you want a second chance with her and you just sent those roses with that note to the other woman. How do you explain yourself?
Karyn.
Hi, baby. Baby, I know you feel like you're doing the right thing, but did you ever consider that, honoring our marriage is also doing the right thing, And I really just want you to come home. You can still be there for Marie. You can still be there for the baby. But we belong together.
That's a little bit more complicated than that.
Sam, your wife Karyn has told us she's willing to give you a second chance and provide forgiveness in this situation, and that you are committed to try and make it work. It sounds like you've got one foot on each side of this here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you committed? I get you being a committed father to this baby. Are you committed to your marriage with Karyn or not? It sounds like there may be one foot in, one foot out.
Well, all right, man. Gotta be honest. I mean, since you guys got me on the line here, you called me out. There is no baby.
What?
There's no baby.
What do you... What? I don't Okay, so wait a minute.
She was never pregnant.
You made it up, Sam? You
God,
lied
what is
to
wrong with you?
You lied about the whole thing?
Yeah, man. So?
So?
I do not understand. I don't understand. What do you mean? I don't understand.
I don't know. I just thought it would be kind of a way to, I don't know, just kind of distract what's been going on in a relationship, just as a distraction. I'm not totally content with what's going on in a relationship.
So you come to me and you talk to me and we work it out. You pretend when you go ahead and cheat on me and you're going to somebody else's pregnant and then leave me on this whole time. You can live all those things and baby, I still love you. Maybe you know that if this weren't the case, I would still be with you. What about all that?
I don't know, man. That's just me. That's just the way I roll. I mean,
Sam,
you know me for years. I'm just not content and not happy right now.
But Sam, why not just tell her that? Yeah. You're separated. Why not just say you're not happy? Why this ridiculous, absurd charade?
God.
Why? Why not just tell her?
I don't know, man. Yeah, I probably should have.
What are you trying to accomplish? Are you, by this lie, are you trying to accomplish having a relationship with both women, or are you trying to get out of your marriage? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to be in both relationships, man.
Wow.
I want to be fully invested in both.
You thought you would just play out this charade forever?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I wanted both women to be in my life, and I thought I could make it work. I don't know.
It's funny? Oh, it's funny now.
It's just it's a strange way of trying to accomplish whatever it is you're trying to accomplish.
Lying about a pregnancy. I mean, what is wrong with you?
Lying about that, leading your wife on and thinking that you could have one foot in each world here. It's absurd, Sam. It's absurd. But I don't know. It's Karyn. I don't know what to tell you because this is...
You don't want to be with him anyways, Karyn. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to do now.
I know it's not any consolation, but I am sorry.
Sam, we're gonna let you drop off the line. Karyn, are you still there?
Yeah.
I hear. You have to process all of this with time.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But you are a hopeful and seeing and envisioning something that certainly does not exist, and you cannot have that false sense of hope in your life, and it sounds like he is willing to comfortably lie to you, and that's going to be a problem. It's a problem now. It's going to be a problem later.
Yeah.
You've been together a long time. You don't deserve to be lied to and played. I mean, come on, not only just lied to, like played.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't even know who he is anymore.
Well, he doesn't know who he is. Yeah. He doesn't know who he is. Karen, I want to hold 1 second while I'm going to play this and just talk to you in 1 second off the air. It's time for Ryan's Roses. Dear Ryan and Sissany, I'm kind of freaking out. I literally found lipstick on my husband's collar when I was doing laundry. Things have not been great lately. We barely see each other because we're both working so much. And when we are together, he's staring at his phone with a dumb smile on his face. I didn't think much of it, but now that I found the lipstick, I think I know what's going on. It's funny she talks about the smile. Sometimes I wonder, why are people staring at their phones with those goofy looking smiles?
Yeah.
I mean, I've done it, and then I think, oh God, don't do it. Don't be one of those goofy smiling people at your phones.
I'm that person.
Yeah.
Always.
We know. But Jessica's on with us now. Jessica, I'm more concerned about lipstick on his collar than the smiling goofy at his phone.
Yeah.
How do we think that happened?
Well, that's what I want to get to the bottom of. I don't know, because there's no reason for him to have lipstick on his collar. And, he didn't know it was there, I'm assuming, because I found it while I was taking our clothes to the dry cleaner. And I can't believe it. I cannot.
Well, I was asking Tanya, how does lipstick even get on a collar? And Tanya, tell us.
Well, when you're kissing somebody's neck.
So I didn't think that was the answer we wanted to hear, but it's this is concerning. I think you're right. And you had a hunch that he's been doing this for a long time anyway. Why'd you have this long-term hunch?
Well, that's the thing. We've been married 7 years, and he's been, really distant, and I didn't think anything of it until I found this lipstick, because I'm just convinced, and my gut is telling me that it might even be somebody I know, who's one of my friends, maybe. I don't know, but I want to find out.
That's not good.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you on hold. We're going to come back. We're going to call him, and we're going to find out what's going on. Ryan's Roses right now. So Patty's standing by. We're going to make this call. I got to get out of the car. Stay for a second. I'm going to get into it now. Jessica's been married. Jess, how long have you been married to your husband?
7 years.
7 years. All right, guy comes home, lipstick on the collar. What's going on? She had a hunch that he's been messing around, and now she thinks that when she was doing the laundry, she saw it, and she thinks that, okay, this is now confirmed. So in addition to all that, he's been doing that goofy smile, when he gets a message on his phone a lot. And we know what that means. You do it, Tanya. What does it mean?
It means flirty, thirst traps, all the things.
So, Jessica, let's call him. Let's get into it. Let's find out what we can. Patty's going to offer him some roses. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then his name on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
All right, we're going to do that now. Be very quiet until we tell him he's on the air. We want to find out who he sends these roses to and what he puts on the card, okay?
Okay.
All right. Good luck.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Frank?
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Hi, Frank. My name's Nayeli, calling from Albert's Flowers here at El Segundo Boulevard. How are you?
Good, thank you.
I'm calling because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses. They are completely free, and you can send them to whoever you want today at no charge.
Hey, all right. Hey, babe.
No, it's Nayeli, not...
No. Jessica, you're there. Say hey.
No, it's just...
I know you were going to do something, but I did not think you were going to do this.
It's just Nayeli. I'm sorry. Am I speaking to Frank?
It's okay, Nayeli. You don't have to do it. I understand. I'm familiar with this game. I listened to your show.
No, it's
I
not
know
a
this
show.
You're doing.
It's a flower shop.
Frank?
Right.
Hi,
yeah.
Hey, Frank. It's Ryan Seacrest on Kiss FM. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's good to talk to you, Ryan.
It's great to talk to you. I have your wife, Jessica, on the phone, as you probably can imagine.
Yeah, hey, Jesse. Yeah.
Well,
I don't understand what's happening. Why are you acting like this?
Well, I knew that you would react in some way. That was the whole point. I just didn't think you were going to call a radio show.
Wait, react to what? React to what?
To the lipstick thing.
What is the lipstick thing?
I put lipstick on the collar of the shirt because I knew she was going to be picking up the laundry, and I wanted her to see it. I wanted her to notice.
What are you talking about?
You did it on purpose?
Honey, look, yeah, we have just we've not been talking much recently. You don't seem to notice me anymore, and I wanted to do something to get your attention. A couple weeks ago, we were at that barbecue.
Really?
We were at that barbecue, and I was talking to a lady, and you didn't even look up. You just don't seem to care what I'm doing anymore. So I wanted to do something.
You're talking to a lady. Well, I do now. Okay, this is what you wanted. I do now.
I just wanted you to pay attention to me for a second. I thought a classic lipstick on the collar routine would be enough, and it worked. I think this is a little further than I was expecting. I thought we'd have a
Frank, before I pass judgment on your method here, have you been getting messages to your phone and having goofy smiles? What are you looking at on your phone over the last few months where you're seeing something and it's making you goofy smile into your phone?
I look at my phone a lot. I spend a lot of time on Instagram. It's
That's
probably
right.
like corgis on Instagram make me smile a lot.
Oh, like memes? Are you watching? Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of memes and stuff. I took your lipstick. It's your lipstick. That you should recognize your lipstick.
It is not my lipstick, Frank. When do I wear red? When? Never.
It's your lipstick. Yeah, you do. It's in the top drawer. It's in the gold tube. It was the first lipstick I saw.
So, Frank, can I tell you what's going on here?
Yeah.
I think you are doing something you feel guilty about. And you maybe did plant the lipstick and come up with this convoluted story so that if something like this did happen, you would say you planted it and you did it on purpose to see what kind of rise or reaction you got because you've actually done something. And this is some decoy narrative that you're trying to create.
Oh, my God, wait a second. You took the gold lipstick, Frank?
Yeah, you recognize it now? Yeah, the gold tube.
Oh, my God. No. Tell me you did not take the gold lipstick. Tell me you did not.
I thought it was red. Wasn't it red?
Gold tube.
The case is gold. Oh, my God, I was
Why wouldn't it be in a red tube?
That's a collector's item, Frank. That's Riri Woo.
The two of you have now gone into some other orbit for me.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Frank, it's a twisted method. I think there's something going on and you're trying to disguise us or what is it called? Sleight of hand. You know what I mean? Like
mind trick us?
Yeah, mind trick us or take our eyes off the ball.
You said that mine was convoluted. I just wanted my wife to notice me for a second. Your idea that this is some
I'm just telling you.
clever trap is way more convoluted than my theory.
I just can tell you.
I noticed that you took...
Hold on. Why is she so upset about the lipstick? I can't understand.
It's a collector's item.
There's collector's item lipsticks?
Yes.
Riri Woo.
I mean, I'm not familiar with the color, but...
Wait, is Riri Woo the color?
It's a Rihanna Mac a collaboration, and she named the red lipstick Riri Woo. That's
and
really
it's a collector's item?
Now it is.
You don't use it?
No.
Oh, my God.
I kind of believe him, though. I'm not going to lie.
I think he's covering up guilt.
I don't.
Good morning, Alicia and Irvine. How are you?
Good morning, Ryan.
Well, is it? I mean, yes, it is. But I don't quite understand what's going on in this marriage. Where this guy, so you heard this, right? Where Frank, he put Riri Woo lipstick on his own collar so his wife would pay attention to him?
No. I just say no. I just don't think it happened. I think that maybe it happened with a coworker. Maybe it was an accident. Maybe it was something that was a little, maybe not cheating, but not perfectly kosher.
But no one believes that the man got Riri Woo lipstick, put it on his collar intentionally so that his wife would see it and he would get caught for And by the way, he knew it was us calling.
I mean,
for a second we were on the phone.
Exactly. He already had a story for you guys. Come on. He was waiting for you guys to call. He's like, look, I'm going to cheat on my wife. I'm going to have this indiscretion. I'm going to have a little story. If Ryan calls me, hey, Ryan, how you doing?
Yeah, and I'll make up this list. Yeah, Tanya, you what?
I kind of believe him.
You believe that he went to...
Tanya.
He put Rihanna's lipstick, woo, on his own collar.
I do.
Okay, if he did, then he needs to go out throughout Southern California and buy every rose for that wife and take it to her immediately and then work overtime to pay for it so it's not out of her pocket.
Yeah, and
Like,
also,
seriously, it ain't cool.
If he did do that, that's weird too.
It is weird. I'm not going to...
Thanks
That
for
is
calling,
weird.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you cannot be hard enough on this guy for whatever game he's playing. Right, Debbie?
Yes.
Go ahead. You're on.
Okay, Ryan, you need to call the guy, I forget his name, but you need to call him up and apologize because you are way too rough on him. First of all, the same thing happened to me. My husband went to Las Vegas, came home with a pair of extra small undies in his suitcase. I found them. I went running into his man cave and I said, what are these? And he started busting a gut, said the same thing. I wanted a reaction. I wanted you to notice me.
And you believe... Sorry, hold on. You believe that your husband went to the panty shop and bought extra small panties as a joke?
I do.
Well, I don't,
really
and I don't even know him. I mean, what man is going to buy panties as a joke? It's not what we do. We're not. I promise you we're not.
We'll give you this. I am divorced from him. And long story, but in saying that, I agree it's not the way to do it because I just think married people have forgot how to communicate. And you guys always say this is the bottom line. Nobody communicates anymore.
I agree.
That's true.
That's fair. Well, thank you for calling. Thank you for calling.
Thank you, Ryan.
All right, bye. Yeah, okay. I don't believe that there's no dude that goes to buy panties for a joke. It's just not. I mean, we were going to Victoria's Secret to buy that, and then not your size as a joke.
I mean, it's not a funny joke, at least that much.
I will tell you though that Friday night. Speaking of wearing women's clothes,
do you have something to share with us?
Yeah, you want me to tell you now?
Yeah.
So Friday night, there I am. I'm at the house, and I look in my closet, and I see this gray V-neck T-shirt, very soft. And I think, God, I don't remember buying that, but man, that looks comfortable. I'm going to barbecue and make kebabs on Friday night.
Okay.
So I wanted to look, kind of California cool. It was so hot. I was out grilling. So I put on my blue shorts that that are kind of snug. If you kind of want to draw a little attention.
Okay.
So I put on my blue shorts.
Draw attention to...
Hey, whatever your kebab is.
Mr. Seacrest.
Well, no, just draw attention, right? They're just tight on the thigh.
Yeah.
So I put them on. I'm at my barbecue, and I put on this shirt. And,
I'm at my barbecue. Okay.
Yeah. And I put on this shirt, and I'm standing by the barbecue, and I say to Shayna, I say, hey, kind of like, want me to make you a margarita?
Oh, yeah.
Like that kind of a vibe?
Look what Daddy's got.
Yeah. And she goes, what are you wearing? I said, isn't this great? This is like a new gray shirt that I didn't know I had. Fits kind of tight and snug around the arms, and then look how low the V is. She goes, you're wearing my shirt.
No.
I didn't realize it got mixed up in the laundry. I was wearing her shirt, but I thought I was being extra cool.
Bless your heart.
I thought I'm like she might actually think this is I look like a dude. And turns out, my lens of thinking I looked like a dude, I was wearing her shirt.
Her shirt. Oh,
she called it a blouse, but so I didn't really feel like barbecuing kebabs at that point.
Oh, no.
So my point is, that was unintentional. It was unintentional.
That is so good.
It's very strange how you could wear your boyfriend's shirt and fine.
Yeah.
I put on her shirt. Everyone's upset with me.
Well, and she's also very small, so I'm surprised it wasn't a lot tighter on you.
Well, it was interestingly snug.
Yeah.
But I was so excited about the low V.
And you were excited about your tight shorts.
Well,
so you were look what I got here.
Yeah, no one wanted to look.
No.
No. It's time for Ryan's Roses. She says, Ryan and Ellen, the other day my husband was trying to find the camera on his phone. I noticed the Snapchat icon. My husband's 35 and married, so there's no need for him to be on Snapchat. So that night after he fell asleep, I opened the app and saw that he only had one contact, and that contact was G.
Huh.
There was an unopened photo, so I opened it, and it was a woman from the neck down in her underwear. Next day, I started talking to him about Snapchat to see his reaction, and he was like, I don't even know what it is.
Oh.
I don't know what to think. This is tearing me apart. So he has it. He's denying it, and he's got one contact there, and it's G. Myra, so there's no doubt that he's lying to you. Any idea who G is?
I have no idea. The face was cut off.
Well, by the way, like, he can be 35, he can be married, and he can have Snapchat. I have no issue with that. Matter of fact, I'm over 35, and I play with it on a regular. Like last night, I Snapchatted some stuff from the American Idol set, right? It's kind of fun. And I have to rush but this is...
Right.
But what I don't understand is I'm fine with him having it, but why wouldn't he tell me when I asked him? You know, why would
That's your issue. Your issue is you discovered it and he bold-faced lied to you.
Yeah, he acted like he didn't even know what the app was.
And that makes him guilty right there. Why did he lie? He lied.
Right.
How long have you been married?
10 years.
Like, even if G's not something wrong or bad, he lied to you about having Snapchat, which is our issue. So that's what we've got to get to the bottom of. Okay, Myra, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is, your husband's name, on Kiss FM. Go ahead.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
All right, we're going to bring Patty in. Mm-hmm. Patty is going to get your husband on the phone, and she's going to offer him some roses, some flowers. We want to find out who he sends them to, and then what he writes on the card, okay?
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Tony?
Yeah, this is Tony.
Tony, hi, my name's Patty. I'm calling from beautiful and gorgeous flowers. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for taking my call. I'm actually calling you because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses. They're completely free. You can send them to whoever you want. This morning, I don't need any information from you. Just the name of the person you want to send them to and a note. I've chosen 5 customers to take on to give this offer to, and I would like for you to go ahead and accept it. And then I'm not asking for your credit card number or any information like that. I just do ask if you can help me by going to my Facebook page and maybe writing a quick review there.
Sure. Yeah. When could they get the flowers? How long would that take?
I could do that today by lunchtime, or I can do it anytime this week. You can just tell me what day and then the location and who to send them to.
Today would be great.
Okay, so let's start with that today. And
okay, great.
Who do you want to send them to?
I want to send it to my wife, Myra.
Myra? Okay. And it comes with a note. So what do you want to put on the note?
I love you.
Okay, so I take it you want red roses? Or white?
Yeah, let's go with red.
Tony, it's Ryan Seacrest and Ellen K. I need you to know that your voice is being broadcast on the radio.
Hi, Tony.
We have your wife, Myra, on the phone, and she's asked us to get you on the line here to ask you what's going on with this lie about you not knowing that you have a Snapchat account, because she went into your Snapchat and she found that you had one contact named G, and she opened up a picture, and it was a woman in her underwear. And then she told us that she asked you about Snapchat, and you said you know anything about it. So why aren't you telling her the truth? What's going on?
Tony, I saw the picture. I saw the picture of whatever woman you have sending you naked photos. She was in her underwear.
I'm so embarrassed.
You're embarrassed? Embarrassed about what?
Babe, it's nothing. It's so stupid.
How is that nothing?
It's.
So you're saying you know what I'm talking about then? You know
Yes.
this woman sending you pictures.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. I've never met her. I don't know who she is.
Did you tell her you were married, that you have kids, that you shouldn't be having a relationship online
No,
with
baby,
anybody?
there's no relationship. It's so stupid. I'm so sorry.
Explain this, Tony.
Yeah.
What's so stupid about it?
It's just dumb.
No, but why did you do it? Why did you lie when she asked you if you have Snapchat? You lied to her. That damages credibility.
I know, but really, that's all it was. She said she wanted to send me pictures of Snapchat, so I said yes. I just downloaded it, and I don't even respond to them.
What have you sent to her on Snapchat? Did you send her pictures of you in your underwear?
No, I never have. I never sent.
See, the problem is you've lied so many times that we can't believe you.
Tony, here's the problem.
That's the truth.
Here's the problem.
It's so stupid.
But it's not stupid. It's guilty. It is stupid, but it's also guilty, because if you weren't doing anything wrong or anything that you think is wrong, then you would have just been upfront with your wife. But now you lied to your wife about Snapchat, and then you have this woman sending you photos. How's that okay?
I can't.
I'm more.
Not okay.
I'm just thinking, like, if you can't be transparent in your relationship, then you got a problem. Regardless of whether you're cheating or not cheating, I don't know. Maybe you're not doing anything but looking at these pictures of this stranger, which I wouldn't be
What
thrilled
I
if
don't
I was.
understand is we've always had an open relationship, and then all of a sudden, I never ever.
You have an open relationship?
No. We had like an open communication.
Oh.
No. I would never be okay with anything like this.
Okay.
He knows
so
that.
Here, Tony, are you cheating on your wife?
No, I'm not.
Are you just looking at photos from this stranger, this woman?
I was, but not anymore.
How many have you seen?
Clearly not now.
I was just bored. It was just dumb, stupid.
Hey, Tony, Tony, Myra, something's missing in this relationship, right? Something's not right. And whether it's honesty, transparency, intimacy, any other word that you want to apply to it, but something's wrong in this relationship. And so whether Tony is cheating or not cheating, he's deceiving, he's lying, and that's a problem. And so you guys need to figure out why this is happening in your relationship. And if you had good communication and you don't now, why did that happen? And if, Tony, you're not fulfilled in certain ways with your wife, then you need to have that conversation. And Myra, the same thing. But something's not right here. This is not good. And look, guys may look at pictures of girls, but to flat out lie would not make me feel good if I were your wife, Tony. And I think that's a real issue here. Okay, I'm going to put you both on hold. Good luck working through it. I hope that you guys can find happiness in your relationship and the peace that you need.